Hi everybody, back for some more Gnomoria. Now this one I was saying that I was going to go through the stuff and show how I set everything up, because everything's working pretty well now, I think. Everybody's busy. So I guess we'll go through here. That's my kingdom worth. I saw my first mount a couple of episodes ago, and that was my first ogres that I've seen in the last episode, so we've only just really gone over the 50,000 mark. And I think the bronze armor is mainly to thank for that. That pumped our total worth up a lot. I think we've pretty much got just about everything built, I think. Taylor, no room. Oh, he's out of room. Oh, he's chock-a-block full of bandages, that's what I was going to do. Sawmill has also got no room, that's fine. Where's the one I'm interested in? Is the furnace? No, the forge. He's busy, he's working. Forge is fine. These ones are all waiting for the forge, so the fact that the forge is not idle is a good thing, so that's okay. Is there anything else we need to look at there? Farms. Plenty of farms, lots of wheat farms. Pastures, just 3 at the moment. And rooms, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 spare quarters, and that's all our gnomes. Everybody else has a room. Get a room. Population. So I've got 2 blacksmiths. There's Dinah, who's our champion, meow, and Cog, who's our handlebars guy who slacks off when I'm not watching. Couple of builders. I ended up with 3 because when things get crazy and I'm doing a lot of stuff, like when I was updating the floors and the walls and everything else, things were taking a long time to get built. So I've got 3 now. 1 carpenter, 1 farmhand, and 3 farmers. And you'd think that's a lot, but there's always something for the farmers to do. Same with the nomad. Didn't I? Oh, hang on. Hang on. Okay, we'll come back to you in a minute. 3 miners, 1 ranger, bunch of soldiers. That's our main group. The soldiers is our general outfit. They're the ones with the bronze armor and everything downstairs. We've got a tinkerer. He's our full-time tinkerer. There she is. Twiz sits at that desk. It's Dinah's cousin. She looks exactly the same, just different coloured shirt. Remy. We love Remy. And where is he? I think he's a woodcutter. He's our angry little leprechaun. Here he is. Eat is our angry little leprechaun. The name was suggested by... It's not really Eat, I just call him Eat for short. It was suggested by one of the viewers, that was cool. If anybody else wants to suggest a name, go right ahead, as long as it's nice and clean. We like to keep this clean for the kiddies. And idle woodcutters. We'll get to that in a minute. Soldiers, they're not really idle. Professions. So the miners do the stoneworking and miscellaneous stuff, as well as the mining and workshops. Our woodcutters do wood stuff, except for they don't do any of like the wood carving or the sawmills and stuff, because they have a person who does all of that all on his own. at the moment. They do, however, help out with the agriculture, except for like the little stuff here, but they do help the farmers in the harvesting stuff, and they do the hauling. Our farmers do all farmy stuff except for... oh no, they do the cooking now. I thought I took them off that. I thought I had the... oh wait, but I do have them on it, but the workshop is at the bottom. Like the priorities. Their priority is farm. Same with the miners. Their priority is mining, but they do the stoneworking as well. Woodcutters, their priority is the groves that we've got here, but they will come in and help out the farmers if they need to after they've done everything else. It's right at the bottom. Blacksmiths, they're busy little critters, the diner and cog, and they mainly work the workshops, and then the mechanics if they're not doing anything else. They also do the jewelry. They do a bit of everything actually. Let's go back up to the blacksmith. There they are. They also are pretty... yeah, they do the gems, they do the metals, they do the engineering. Dinah is a very busy girl. Farmhand, that's our cook. He mainly does... I don't know. He's not really much different. Hang on. Let's check that. Farmer. I don't know. He's exactly like a farmer now. I did have him so that he only did all the workbench stuff. He is now just like a farmer, but his priorities are different. So his priorities are workshop, then the farm agriculture, whereas the farmer is the farm agriculture and then the workshop. And we've had 2, 4, 5 dead gnomes. We've had some of these I think actually died outside the wall. I know Jert definitely died in the walls. He starved to death when we were having issues with food, which as you can see is no longer an issue. I think a vicious killer honey badger just killed some of these people, but yeah. We will never forget you, Jert. I will never let a gnome starve again. I felt so guilty. Let's just quickly nip down here. Here we go. Now we want to set up a designate area, stockpile. I'm set right there for bandages. I'm gonna make it a little higher priority than the other one, and that's good. Yep. And we'll put some crates on there. Pine crate, please. My gnomes build the finest pine crates in the land. They build the finest pine everything in the land. The finest pine beds, the finest pine torches. It's all very, very lovely. Anyway, that'll get done that. And let's just quickly check out the military here, because I do uniforms. The position, formation, basic soldier squad, enemies. No. So we just need to make him a soldier, I guess. Population, assignments, profession. Who's a soldier? Has got just the hauling, I think. Yeah. Cool. Alright, so woe's me, you are now a soldier. There we go, done. Makes me feel better. Now he doesn't show up as nomad. He's training. Hey, if he's training, why do these other... oh no, it does say training. We've only got one idle miner, Daced. Daced, what are you doing? I'm idle builder. Builders are idle. They won't be for much longer. They're going to be building that stuff. Anyway, going along, where were we? Looked at that. Military-wise, This is my unit setup. So we've got the Mighty Prankers of Zephyr. They're our bronze guys down here in the depths waiting to fight stuff. And we've got our Natural Insanities. They're upstairs. They're going to have the... Where's our squad? So the Mighty Prankers of Zephyr. That's them there. They got the basic uniform, which is plate mail. That's your basic, I'm pretty sure. Plate mail, yeah. Position, disarm, plate basic soldier, so disarm and plate mail. And they're all retreat if bleeding, all that sort of stuff there, all the good stuff. And that's your basic soldier. Now the Natural Insanities, they're crossbowmen, so the uniforms are a little bit different. Crossbow, so they've got crossbows and they're wearing leather. I'm currently building leather at the shop. Positions, basic soldier, and the basic soldier has the stuff that's good for pursue the targets and beat them down, get new equipment, and if you're bleeding, go patch yourself up. And the crossbow guys have got ones to kind of keep their distance from the enemy and refill your ammo and stuff like that. So no enemies, good, and that's that. And there's a bauxite wall. Don't worry about that. That's about that. That's what they're doing. Let's go back up here and check out our other stuff. So like I said, I've got a full-time tinkerer. Their job is just to sit at this bench, which he does, and tinker. And he just goes crazy. He doesn't stop. He's done really well for us. We've only had him for a little while, and he's also already done all of this stuff: blade traps, hand cranks, gearboxes, mechanisms. I did a little wiki search on how to use all this stuff, and you can do some pretty fun things with it. So I'm looking forward to that. Gears, spikes, bolts, all that fun stuff. I'm waiting for the self-resetting trap things. That looks really cool. I'll be having fun with that, that's for sure. I've been thinking about how I want to set up things so that we can have like a corridor of death that the monsters have to travel or traverse along until they finally come to my soldiers, so we can sort of like soften them up a bit before we pound them in the dust. Now, what was I wanting to look at? Why is that? Marker stool is vacant. Why is it orange? It's because there's stuff sitting on it? Maybe. He's working again, this is good. Just check the tail. We got cotton bandages at 200. They can carry, what's that, 60, it is 60, right, 64 plus 600 and 124, 128. Go my math skills. So could probably raise the cotton bandages. Oops. Cotton bandages, what's that? 128 plus 128, 150, 256. There we go. So that way I'll have enough bandages in each one. So that's cool. Full bandages in each one. There we go. Lovely. That's good. Here's our... our farms are designated, so they will always work. So our wheat farms all have a priority of 3. Just make sure I'm not lying to you there. Should all have priority of 3, yep. So they're the highest priority farms, so we make sure we've always got wheat for our little fellas to eat. Our next highest priority is our strawberry farm, which has a 5, is that right? Yeah, 5 I guess. And our cotton farm should be our lowest priority, 6. Because we don't really care about that. Really, our emu pasture should have the lowest priority as well. Yaks, 5, 5, and these should have the highest priority. No? Yes, 4. I'll leave that as it is. And our emu pasture, they eat cotton seeds at the moment. We're down to 426. I'm waiting for the mushrooms. Supposedly mushrooms are a really good source of seed because they produce a lot of them. I don't want to use my wheat seeds because wheat's kind of important. All my strawberry seeds, but we're starting to get a little low on cotton. Yeah, we'll leave it as it is for now. I might need to make another cotton farm eventually. Here's our butchery, bone carvy, tanny area. Here's our leather worker. What are you doing? Bare leather panels. Leather straps, bare leather panel. Looks like he's... Emu hide. I can't remember if I... Bare leather straps, here we go. Bare wood padding, wool padding, bare leather straps. Bare leather straps. Bare leather panels. Okay, so here's where... Okay, so let's maybe make some leather armor while we're here. The worker, make me a leather... any padding, bare leather panel, bare leather, there we go. So that's a helmet, craft that. And... oops, wrong. We don't care about the padding so much. We do care about the these bare leather. Create that. Leather braces, bare leather. Leather greaves, bare leather. Leather gloves, bare leather. And leather boots, bare leather. There we go. Ooh, quivers. Make me 5 of those. 2, 4, 5. There we go. I didn't see that last time. I'm guessing you need that for your archers. There we go. Off to get the padding, are we? I'm watching you. I'm watching you. Ooh, where are you going? What the? I guess you just needed the wheelbarrow for something. Over to here. This is Dinah's baby. It took me a while to get this thing to work, and I eventually got it to work by assigning a person to it, or a gnome to it, and lowering the priority. And she's pretty much, this whole thing is just producing coal for the furnace and for torches, which is pretty much the only thing that this guy's actually, the carpenter actually makes anymore, is torches and sticks and a bed. Pine beds. Have a few of those all the time. There we go. So I said these ones, I don't think I have anything set to... oh no, blocks. We always have some blocks on hand, and he just cranks out the stone statues. Cranking them out. And sawmill is pretty much the same. He just we just make sure that he's got some on hand at all time. 200 planks all the time, ready to go. Which reminds me, where's my stock? Stockpiles, no items, here we go. Because I have turned the wood off. Just make sure we're still fine for wood. And plenty of logs. Birch is our main one though. No, it's not. Pine is our main one. Beautiful pine furniture for everybody. So that's good. And we shouldn't have any jewelry because I sold it all. Oh no, that's good. That's fine. Ore would be nice actually. Let's have a look at the ore. Metal. 27 copper, 77 tin, and 14 silver. I can't remember what I needed tin for. There was a reason I bought it. I just don't remember what it is. Never mind. Done now. Kitchen we had trouble with too, but that's now sorted out. I think it was mainly a priority thing, and the fact that the kitchen was actually all choked up full of bread. I think it was choked with bread, and it had gotten caught. Like the build queues get caught sometimes, which is why I turned these in the last episode. I turned them all back to repeat, because if they can get stuck, if they can't get an item for any length of period of time, it seems that they get a bit choked up and they forget about it, which is what happened with the weaponsmith as well. We had some trouble with the weaponsmith that we couldn't get it to work, and it was because the forge had gotten stuck on making a bar for something that I had in there, and we didn't have it for such a long time that when we did get it, oh no, that wasn't it. The floor. It was the floor. The floor. I'd been lazy and I totally did the whole floor to be replaced, and because they hadn't replaced this floor here, they weren't doing any work there until the floor was replaced. That's what that was. That's right. There you go. That's just... There you go. There you go. Look at you all tooled up with 2 swords. Wow. He is the man. And these are all prioritized as well, so if we check the armor out, the armor is priority 1, being the one thing I want the most, and weaponsmith is a 3, so they're all fine. Forge is a 4, there we go. Assigned to diner. You are the busiest person I know, really. You are like Mrs. Rabbit from Peppa Pig. Don't hate me because I watch Peppa Pig. I have kids. And it's a good show. If you haven't watched it, you haven't lived. It's funny. It's funnier for me now that I am as old as I am. This is our gem place. There's jewels. It's just set to do things. And when we don't have anything at the moment, I need to get some silver. I think I've got silver bars, so we can make some jewelry next time. I'd already sold off the gems by the time I bought the silver last time, so that's fine. Next time. Man, there's so much tin just lying around. Can't remember, what do I need tin for? Let's go up here. There is something that uses tin. Oop. Let's go to the forge. No. Steel. No. Iron. And any coal. Bronze. Tin bar. Copper bar. Oh, it is the tin. That's why we have lots of tin. Do I have tin? It is tin. There we go. Doesn't matter. Oh, we out of room. That's fine, we can fix that. Hang on. Build. We'll build storage. The crates. The fine pine crates. Blah. Fine pine crates. Build that. There we go. Beautiful. Come here. What's supposed to be in here? Coal. Yeah. I'll build you one extra. I don't want to give you too much because Dinah's a busy girl. She doesn't want to have to fill every single crate. What's in here? This should be... Ooh, Mero's crafted that. Good work. I'm not sure. What's in the stockpile? Goods. Metal. Ah, this is where the bars go. Once they're done, they go in there. They're just not getting it. They're too hot. Too hot to handle. They're just used up as soon as they come out the door. And this is our smelter, which hasn't really gotten much use. We did smelt some other stuff, but I've actually found it to be a real pain in the neck. So I haven't been bothered to do it. I think I sell it off. I've been selling it off. Just because it's too much messing around. And I think that... Ooh, look at all the mans. 2 mans. Ooh, scary. Scary mans. They are angry looking little things, aren't they? The sun has risen on the 4th day of winter. Huzzah for the sun! I can see you, ogres. Ogre. And a bear. I kind of really want to fight, but I'm also really kind of scared that I'm just going to die miserably. Because I feel like, I'm not sure if this is true, but I feel like this game, no matter how tough I am, that this game will murder me. And not only the fact that it just ramps up the hardness or whatever, but that you can be this like Superman and one well-placed stomp to the neck or whatever, or a bite to the jugular, and your superhero gnome dies just like that. No matter how good he is, he's just gonna die. So I think I'm not sure if somebody has died like that, but I worry, especially since I don't have a medic, which maybe we should start looking towards doing. Making a hospital for when my gnomes lose their arms and legs and they need to be drip fed by some other gnome. You know, I think every emu I've gotten so far has been a male, because I keep seeing the emus born and then they just disappear. They go into somebody's sandwiches, I think. So that's it. That's how everything's got a priority. All this. Oh, it saved it. Everything's got a priority. All the different professions have, like, I've tinkered everything so that, like I said, so that it works. And I've been taking on the advice from people who watch the episodes, and they've been very helpful. And I think a lot of the time I've probably already sorted out because of the way that I do the videos. So like I do them all in one hit every week, except for last week because of uni. But usually I do them in like 5 in a row, and then any comments that come up, if I haven't already done it, then I implement it the next week. So, but of course, feel free to comment away because I love reading the comments and replying to them. And I think that's going to be the end of this episode. Thanks everybody for watching. Likes and comments are appreciated, and if you're not subscribed, please do so. And also my Twitter account down below, you can subscribe to that so you always know when I put out a new video. Anyway, thanks everybody, and I will see you next time. Alright, bye bye, cheerio, see ya.